Now, this week's show is all about getting your money's worth when you're buying your tech, sniffing out the best gadget deals like some excitable little St Bernard.
Now, one gadget that does really seem to represent value for money is the netbook. And they pack a powerful punch these days, loads of features, and can be a really good budget alternative to laptops.
They're the laptop's smaller brother. But while netbooks don't pack so much computing punch, they do last longer and weigh less.
But if budget is your main priority, then you can snap up some of these for less than 250 quid.
So we've picked 3 of the best budget netbooks around, and to test them, 3 budget celebrities who totally embrace the cut price spirit. So knock-down fees and no flowers in the dressing room. In fact, not even a dressing room.
Is there no soap?
Our first pairing is Normski and the Acer Aspire 1 D260. Normski is a guru of culture, photographer, TV presenter and DJ. His netbook is the cheapest, but it still has a 250 gig hard disk and a 1.66 gig processor. Team 2 is Brian Bello and the Samsung N150 Plus. Brian logged on to fame when he won Big Brother 8. His netbook has the same processor as the Acer, but only a 160 gig hard disk. And our final pairing is Chico with the Packard Bell S2. Chico is Welsh, was a goat herder on the plains of Morocco, and is most famous for his X Factor hit single.
It's Chico time!
But will he be topping the chart with his netbook, which has a 250 gig hard disk and the same processor as his 2 competitors? So we've set up 3 challenges with seriously unpleasant forfeits. The first tested portability and usability. Netbooks are designed to be small and light, but that can make them fiddly to use and lacking in power. So we've got our celebs to carry them around an assault course and then do a computing challenge.
1, go!
They were off, and thanks to a nifty shortcut, Brian raced into the lead despite his Samsung weighing in at 1¼ kilos.
I can see a bar coming up.
Normski's Acer tipped the scales at exactly the same weight.
Oh, boy.
But Chico's Packard Bell was the lightest at 1.9 kilos.
I'm giving the netbook a bit of stick, Susie.
At the end of the assault course, Chico's lighter netbook gave him the lead.
Get these netbooks fired up, come on!
See if this thing still works.
But could the others catch up with the usability test? The first task was to start their netbooks.
Come on, Brian!
Chico's booted up straight away, so he was still in the lead. But Normski's Acer was taking ages.
I tell you what, this Acer is taking a long time to boot up.
How are you getting on, Chico?
Yeah, I'm booted and suited.
Once the netbooks had booted up, the celebs had to access a bogus press release about themselves on a memory stick.
The Gadget Show, finally.
And then edit out some deliberate mistakes.
The Gadget Show, correct?
It said that I worked as an amateur vegetarian. Oh,
Veterinarian, as in vet.
Chico was still in the lead because his Packard Bell netbook was the quickest. But now the celebs had to send me the press releases using a MiFi connection. That needed processing power, and everybody was struggling to upload their press releases into an email.
Sending! It's sending! Sending!
Brian was the first to send. But which one would I receive first?
Send.
Oh, hang on.
That's me!
Normski was convinced he'd won.
Well, I'll tell you who it is when I've opened it.
And he was right. Normski won the first netbook challenge, with Brian's email close behind him in second. But all 3 netbooks got top marks for usability.
I thought it was quite good to use on a daily basis.
Felt quite nice.
Yes.
Everything in the right place.
Slick. Yes.
What about you?
For me, this was absolutely brilliant. I can't fault it as far as usability is concerned.
Okay.
Really, really fantastic.
And finally, Normski?
I was very happy. These buttons are quite independent, very nice, good feel.
And it was the upload speed for the email that finally meant Normski's Acer won. And Chico's Packard Bell went from first to last.
See, it just goes to prove
that it wasn't Chico time.
But Chico wasn't laughing for long. Everything about this netbook challenge was cheap, so his forfeit was a bucket of freezing cold water.
I got in my train and...
So, with Normski and his Acer out in the lead after round 1, it was on to challenge 2. The crash test.
The small size and lightweight nature of these netbooks comes at a cost because they cannot run as many programmes as a laptop. So the next test is a crash test.
We're going to smash them.
No, we're not going to smash them. We're going to load them up with loads of different programmes and run them at the same time and see whose crashes out first.
OK.
OK?
We had loads of videos to push these little machines to their limits. But Brian Samson couldn't even cope with the first 3D high-def movie. He opened it and his netbook seized up.
Mine's paused, Susie.
So yours can't even play that?
Both Chico's Packard Bell and Normski's Acer coped a lot better and were still neck and neck after they'd opened and played 4 separate videos.
All I know is my Acer has got 4 going, and it's not struggling.
It looked like this was going to be a marathon battle. But then...
Oh, yours is slowing down, Chico.
The shiny white Packard Bell stuttered, spluttered, and then stopped.
So the winner of this test
Absolutely.
is the Acer that is performing brilliantly and still going.
This is the nuts book.
So, as his Samsung netbook had failed the first, losing him this round, it was reality TV's Brian Bello who was next to face our high-tech, money-no-object, fabulous forfeit.
I don't like doing this.
You do, brother Nupski, I know you do.
There you go, Bri. It's all done.
Right, you! I'm putting you through the first load of water, and then you tricked me with the second load, and I got these Converses for my birthday.
Happy birthday, bruv.
So, Normski and his Acer had now won the first 2 netbook tests. But would he make it a clean sweep with Challenge 3? The battery test.
The thing about netbooks is you want them to last all day. So there's a video on your memory stick, and you need to play that video, and then we'll see whose battery lasts the longest.
We started with batteries fully charged, and then gave the netbooks a high-def video to play. So it was just a matter of time.
What do you want, Bri?
I've got 7% now.
Normski's Acer, which had performed impressively so far, was the first to die.
It's dead.
It lasted 5 hours and 11 minutes. But Brian and Chico were neck and neck.
6%,
You're
maybe.
6%, Chico. What about you, Brian? What do you want?
6%.
Until Brian's screen went black.
What was mine?
His Samsung lasted 5 hours and 14 minutes, just 3 minutes longer. And that left Chico's netbook still clinging on, just.
Champione!
His Packard Bell lasted 5 hours and 15 minutes. Victory by just 60 seconds. And as this was the final test, I'd splashed out on the ultimate forfeit. I dug out a couple of paintball guns from the Gadget Show storeroom. And as Brian and Normski did another circuit of the assault course, me and Chico gave them some neat little bruises. And so to G ratings. And the sluggish Samsung gets just 2 Gs. The Packard Bell gets 3 Gs. It was quick, with marginally the best battery life. But the Acer gets 4 Gs. Its impressive processing power meant it was our favourite of the 3 netbooks.
That looked like such a giggle.
Didn't it?
I haven't laughed like that for such a long time. I really wanted you to be there to experience it because they were so much fun, such good sport.
But a thoroughly decent test and 3 bits of kit that I think all performed relatively well.
Yeah.
You're right, they did, and it was quite difficult to pick a winner. So if you want something that's very lightweight, the battery lasts a long time, you go for the Packard Bell, right? But if you're looking at processing power and the cheapest of the 3, that is actually the Acer. Until next time, we shall